to Anything Goes Saturday. It's Vicky Wright, and also welcome to my channel. So each Saturday Robbie and I go live with share with you a project where we create something with anything we have in our stash. So I'm going to be doing a 6x8 scrapbook, a 6x8 photo album, and I thought we would create it together. So it's going to actually be a interactive one, as well as the mixed pages from the annual catalogue, but I'm going to be playing with some pretty paper. Just bear with me, just hang on a sec while I just grab it. I thought I had everything here, but... So it's called Pretty and Pink Christmas Paper. It's from Paper Rose. So these are just our basics, okay? And then we've got the 12x12 paper collection. So I'm going to be using both these, and I'm going to be doing 2 pages of each design to make up our album. And it will also, as I mentioned, include the pocket pages as well. These are my favourite albums to do, so I thought let's create one each Saturday. Oh, well, we're not going to do 1 page, we're going to do 2 pages. So this is it here. So that's the pretty paper, that cute little bird. So it lifts up like that. I hope you can see that. And it lifts down like that. Okay. And then you got your photo here, which I haven't stuck down yet. You could also put a photo here, which I may do. And you could also put, well, probably 2 photos here, which I may do as well. And I do have a magnet here and a magnet here, and we'll do that at the same time. Okie dokie. Now, when I do my pages, not all of them, but some of them, I extend the page so that it fits in line with the pocket pages, so that they're the same width. And I also put a strip on the side to make it a little bit stronger, but I'm going to show you how I do that. And then this is page number 2. Okay. And this will be a booklet for room for photos. But we're not going to decorate. I will show you the finished album at the end of the month or next month, all decorated and completed. Okie dokie. So we'll put that there and we'll bring in our bits and pieces. Okay. So this is my page we're going to be working on, and I have got a strip here that we're going to put onto the end of here to reinforce the spine. So all we're going to do is burnish along that scored line. Now I have done all my scoring just to make it quicker and easier. And what we're going to do now is grab some adhesive. I always use liquid glue, but you could use tear and tape or double-sided tape, whatever you like to use. Score tape, that's my next go-to adhesive, or you could use them together. So we're just going to go down like that. And I'm going to burnish along the back here. Just to make sure that it's glued down properly. Then we're going to come over to the front and we're going to do the end. Now I haven't done it right up to that score line. It's probably about 1/32 of an inch from the score line. You want it to hold pretty well, because it's going to get some turning and whatever. So it's going to get some use with turning the pages. Knocked about was I'm trying to say. Okay, so that's that. Then what we're going to do is bring in our top bit, this flap here, which is this one. This is our bottom, so we'll do that at the same time. Whoops, we'll go this way. I just thought this would be something a little bit different. And what I'm going to do is just miter the corners, just that little bit. Well, it's not the corners, but the edges on either side and on both pieces. It just helps it to sit a little bit better and just makes it just that little bit neater. Just a fraction, not too much. So we're going to we'll put our top down first, and all we're going to do is put a little bit of glue along the top and right along that scored line, eh? Don't go over your scored line, just along that scored line. And we're going to put it up along here. Now, when I do mine, I sort of turn it upside down, only because I seem to be able to work it better. And we're going to put it in line along the top of our page. So that, and sort of in the middle, not counting our spine, but from the spine to the edge. And I'm only guessing. You can measure it if you like, but it doesn't really matter. Okay, just like that. We'll flip that over and we'll do it here too. So that's done. That's our flap. Then we'll do our bottom one, eh? Same deal. Just apply a little bit of glue along that scored line. And this one lines up with that side spine and to the edge of your page. Okay. Just like that. Nice and easy and simple. Open this up, burnish along the line again, or along that glue to help it adhere, and that is our page. Now on this one I have rounded the edges, but I don't think I'm going to. I think I'm just going to leave it like that, eh? So what we're going to do is, before we do our paper, we want to put our adhesive, our magnets down. Now I've got 2 magnets here. One, I think I've got 2. Oh. I've got 2 little ones that I don't want to use, but I've got 2 others that we will use. Now these are from Uniquely Creative, which is an Australian company. So what we're going to do, all I do is put a mini glue dot on one side, smack bang in the middle. You could use adhesive tape if you wanted to, or tear and tape adhesive. Now I don't want to put it too far down because we still got to stick our paper down. So I'm going to stick it probably about here and just press down, and I've got it sort of, I guesstimated the middle, and I'm just going to press on that mini glue dot, grab another, grab the top of it. I thought I saw one along here somewhere. There it is. And again, I'm putting it smack bang in the middle. I think I've got two there. I do. Smack bang in the middle. And we're going to let that sit. I've done it the wrong way. Just a minute, I'll just take this off. That way, so I want it on the opposite side. That's better. Then what we're going to do is bring this at the top flap to the bottom and just press down and to help it glue down or adhere. Okay, and then you can actually lift it up, and that's how easy that is. Okay, so that's done. Now what we're going to do now is put the piece in the middle. Now I have got a couple of pieces that we're going to use. I've got 3 pieces here. I'm not too sure. This is double-sided. Look at that, I love that. And that's nice too. But I love the little mini mokes, the VWs. Okay, and then I've got these pieces, and I'm thinking we might go with this stripy piece because I still want the bird on the top. Actually, let's go for this leaf, eh? Just to just confuse everyone a little bit more. So this is the piece I've used on the inside of this one. So let's go with the opposite, eh? Just for something a little bit different. Because the pages won't be together that we're doing. The page, oh sorry about that, it's night time here and it's coming up to summer and we have a lot of insects. Okay, so I'm just going to put this down with a border all the way around. Nice even border all the way around. Grab our bone folder. And just burnish that down. That will help our adhesive stick. And it spreads it out just that little bit more. Okay, then we're going to do the front of this, which is this cute little bird, and the bauble and bow, ribbon and bows. Again, just a little bit of glue on the back. You could always use tape too if you wanted to. Making sure, oh, that's right. This isn't, this is too long. I've got to, okay. Let's see if we can chop this off without getting glue everywhere. I should have measured this. What's that old saying? Measure twice, adhere, cut once. So if we go, I'll have to clean this afterwards. And that should fit. I've just chopped about 1/4 inch off. And then we're going to adhere this down. Just like that. Okay, so that's done. Then we're going to do the bottom, and we're going to, which means we'll cover up that magnet. And I think we'll use this one. We could always use that side. Actually, I don't mind that. Let's use this side, just for something different. Oh, we want to use this side, so we've got to put glue this side. Okay. I'll just fix this up a little bit. That's a bit better. This paper is really pretty actually, and really thick, and it's got a really nice gloss over it. So we're going to put this on here, matching up our sides, just like that. And just burnishing that adhesive down with your bone folder. You may have to clean your bone folder when you finish, but I always think it's a good excuse to clean it anyhow. So that's done, and it's also covered up our magnet, or one of our magnets, okay? So that's done. Then we're going to do the bottom of this one. What have we got here? We've got 2 pieces here, and I'm going to put those up the top. We've got this piece, which will fit on here, and I think we might go here. So I want these 2 pieces, so if we do that, might be too much stripe. Let's do that, eh? So again, we're just going to add a little bit of glue to the back and putting this over the top of our flap, making sure it's all nice and even, and going over it with the bone folder. Now I'm only doing this on the side because I want it to be in shot of the camera. I wouldn't necessarily do it when I'm doing it myself. And we've covered up that magnet. Okay, So that's done. So that goes like that. Pretty neat, eh? Then what we're going to do is this flap. And what I want to do is put that there and then this here. So what we're going to do is chop bits and pieces off with our sticky trimmer. I'll clean this when we finish. Okay, so this is about 4 1/2, 4 1/4. We might bring it back to 3 1/2, eh? Don't throw your scraps out yet because we may need them and we may use them. So we'll put that there. And I've got a ruler here, which means we want this one about 2 7/8, okay? Now when I do albums, I always tend to just talk inches, imperial, because that's what the photos are. So I tend to go along with the photos. Okay, so we're going to do this. We want the leaf side. Not that it matters anyhow. And we're just going to put this here with a nice even border all the way around the sides and along the top. And again, grabbing our bone folder and burnishing that adhesive. So that way it spreads out and adheres really nicely. And you don't get that ripple effect. I've found you don't get the ripple effect by doing this. Okay, that's covered up that magnet now. And then what we're going to do is put this down along the bottom. And that's page 1 done. Very easy. I tend to do all my pages first before I do my cover. That's just how my mind works. I'll do it this side. Still leaving a nice wide border, well not a wide border, but an even border all the way around, all pieces. And we've got a piece of the white showing. Now for my pages, I've used the thick basic white, and for our flaps, I've used the thick basic white, but for our photos, our photo mats, I've used just the basic white. So that will be eventually stuck there. And as I mentioned, I might put one there and I might put that one there, or you could even put a big one there like that. Okay, and I'll probably put one down the bottom. So we'll see how we go with photos once we've completed the album. Okay, so that's that page done. Easy peasy. Then we're going to turn it over and we're going to do our second page. So I've actually got 2 pieces here, a piece of basic white, thick, and a piece of the paper, and I'm going to layer these on top of each other. But before we do that, I'm just going to trim a tiny bit off here. Not much. Hardly worth doing, I know, but okay. Now, and also before I glue the paper on, what I want to do is do a dry run to make sure that this panel is not too wide. If it's too wide, now's your chance to trim some off. But if you do trim some off, don't forget to trim some off of your paper. Okay? So now those two pieces can be glued together. Together. I could have used this side too if I wanted to. It's a pretty side. And all we're going to do is stick this down, leaving a nice narrow, even border all the way around. Now this is going to be a pocket, and I'm doing an easy way of creating a pocket, okay? But before we do that, what we're going to do is stick a piece of one of these pieces. I don't really want that piece stuck down because I don't want to really cover it all up. If you didn't want to use the whole piece, which we could also do, you could just trim off probably about 2 inches, 1.5 inches from the side, then put your pocket on, because you're not going to see it. Okie dokie. But I think we'll use this piece. Stripes and dots, they're my favourite. What's on this side? No, we're going to use this piece. And I'm going to use the whole piece. I'm not going to trim any off. Making sure it's nice and straight all the way around the sides and the edges. Now when I say the sides, I'm taking it from this panel here, not the outside. I'm just taking it from the inside spine, eh? Just be gentle as you go across here, remembering that you've got your magnets on the other side, and you don't want to tear a hole in your paper. So now this is our pocket. I've got to keep remembering it's our pocket, and you only need glue, just a very fine line down both sides. Another insect there, look at it. It's not careful, it'll end up in the glue. Oh, that's a midgie. They're even worse, I'm allergic to midgies. Okay. So we're going to put the glued side on the spine side, eh? So just push it up against that edge of your spine, and it should be in line with the side of your page. Okay, then grab your bone folder. Once again, just burnish along that line, burnish along this side line, and down here, just to spread that glue, and you'll have your pocket. Now I do advise you don't put anything in your pocket until your sides and along the bottom are well and truly dry. If it does poke its little head up, just add some more glue, okay? A little bit of glue there. I'll just grab an adhesive remover. Oh no, it's in the paper, I think. I'll be there all day trying to rub that out. Okay, so that's done. Then all we've got to do is bring in our little booklet. Okay, this is will fit a 6x4 photo. Now you could have it this way too if you wanted to, landscape, okay, or portrait. So you've got enough room there for 4 photos, but I will probably decorate the front. I don't know yet. And all you're going to do then is just slot it in there like that. Okay, and this piece just goes in here. It keeps falling out until such time as I stick it down. Now, for the spine, what I tend to do, I won't do it today, but because I've got to go and find the pages, but I will do it next time. I'll show you how I do my spines. I've got glue all up here now. What have I done? Hopeless, eh? I don't know what I've done here. I'll get that off later. Yeah. Okay, so that's that, just like that. Opens up. I'll take. You don't have to put a magnet in here if you don't want to, because it will sit nice and flat anyhow. And then that's that. So that's our second page, and this is our first page. Same layout, same papers, but I've just used different patterns of the paper. Okie dokie. So I hope you've enjoyed that, and don't forget to click on the link in the description below, and that will take you to Robbie's project and to check out to see what she's created this week. Okay, thanks for joining me, and I'll see you next week. Enjoy your week. See ya. Hooray.